All right, boys. It's your boy Vince with Par Nation. I got a little in the bag for you guys today. So, first things first, this is a Dynamic Discs bag. I couldn't tell you the exact one, but it's like a 2-3 years old now by this point. But anyways, yeah, it's your pretty basic design. It's been dependable. It's got your basic large disc carrying area in the front there, and then different pouches and zipper pockets. So yeah, I usually keep my towels and whatnot in these in the bigger zipper pockets on the sides, and some other various things. I'll put my phone and stuff in the side zipper pockets. So before I get into the discs, I actually want to talk about some of the other things I carry with me during a round. This is probably one of the cooler things. I picked one of these up this year. It's called the Quick Stick. This is the XL version. It's got this little hook here at the end. You guys can see that there. And it's great for grabbing discs, out of a creek or, down somewhere where you can't get it, or actually up in branches too. I've used it to get discs out of trees. I think this extends up to like 15 feet. And it's real compact when it's closed. So those are really nice to have. I grabbed one of these this year too. It's this little chalk pouch by Infinite Discs. It's basically like the same type of chalky little bag that like rock climbers use to chalk their hands up. Comes in clutch when your hands get too wet or sweaty, or conditions on the course are getting moisture on your discs or whatnot. So I recommend those. Just some pens and pencils. I actually have a mini, my PDGA mini in there too. Became a member this year. And yeah, as far as discs go, I think I carry 6 drivers. The Innova Excalibur, my Star Excal, that's like my beefy overstable disc. So I'll throw like 4-hand shots with this. I'll use it to get out of trouble, throw tomahawks out of the bushes and stuff like that. Basically any kind of shot that I need a real predictable hard fade, I'll go to this guy. I don't throw it all that often. Probably my favorite driver though is going to be my Star Wraith. So I have 2 Wraiths here. One is the Iron Lion stamp. One's the understamp. I think these are both 171 grams. I think it's my Iron Lion stamp Wraith is a little more beat in, so I'll use this for straighter shots. And my understamp disc is newer, so this has a bit more of a predictable fade at the end of its flight. So if I want like a big hyzer shot, like I'll probably throw this one. But yeah, Wraiths are great. I can get a lot of distance out of these for sure. My other drivers are all Innova Turns, and I got 3 of the same weight and plastic here. They're all Star Turns. I was using these for field work this year. These were my go-to driver for quite a while this past season, but the only problem with these is they're very touchy. Other than that, though, you can get them to flex. You can get a lot of distance out of them, but man, if you pull over on them too much, they'll shank real easy. So they got a real touchy flight. If you throw them correctly, though, they will reward you. But you got to be careful with these and make sure you know how to throw them, which I'm still learning to do. Another disc here. So we're getting into my fairway drivers now. So this is my my Star TL3, also Iron Lion stamp. So I don't think I've mentioned it in this video yet, but Iron Lion is our local disc golf shop. So definitely check them out. So shout out to Iron Lion. But yeah, this is my more kind of more overstable fairway driver. Not too overstable, but you know, I'll throw this on closer shots that I think, you know, I need a little bit more distance than I can get out of a mid range. So this is a pretty good little go-to disc. This other the other fairway driver I have in my bag is a Volt by MVP. I like MVP's stuff, but this Volt, it's in a Proton plastic, and it's like way overstable, like way more than I thought it would be. I had a Volt in a softer plastic, and it was super flippy, but this guy has just really held its overstability. And it's just kind of an odd disc. Like, I'm not really sure what to do with it or what to use it for, but it just kind of lurks in my bag, and maybe I'll throw it sometime. I don't know. This one I'm excited about, that I started throwing this year. So I kind of bought this on a whim. I hadn't, you know, heard of this disc before. I just saw it at the store, at the disc golf shop, and decided to give it a try. But it's a Discraft Soul. This is the Paige Pierce Discraft Soul. It's a real stable mid-range, and it's got a nice little rim, good little feel. It just kind of feels like a beefy putter, and it's really great off the tee for like real straight shots, or, you know, straight approach shots. I also like to use it for like Anheuser approach shots. So it's gonna more or less hold that line that you put on it all the way to the ground. So I've really liked this disc. I think I will definitely be keeping this in the bag. The other mid-range I have is Discraft Buzz. So I got 4 of these that are all about the same weight, and I use these for you know, my field work too. So your Buzz is I'm sure many of you have thrown Buzzes before. It's a kind of slightly overstable mid-range. So I mean, they're great off the tee. You know, great approach shots. I throw like, you know, run-of-the-mill approach hyzer shots with these all day. Real good, classic, dependable mid-range. Now, the only other discs I have in my bag are Gateway Wizards. So I got 5 in there. I got 2 in my top putter pouch up there. So I got 7 altogether. I usually carry all these with me just so I can use them to putt and warm up on the course we get to, I guess. I have 10 total, and these are all 175 gram special blend plastic. So these are my Wizards, and I'm probably the most excited to talk to you about these. I came back to these after a number of years. So I was actually recommended to use a Wizard when I very first started. I stopped into Iron Lion, and Chase recommended that I get a Wizard, and I threw it as a beginner, but I just didn't really appreciate it, I don't think, and I didn't really know how to use it exactly, or how to throw it. But I since came back to using a Wizard this year, so I was curious, and yeah, now I understand why it was recommended, and why it continues to be so highly recommended. It's a super great utility disc. I mean, they're awesome off the tee. They stand up to wind pretty nicely. They're great approach discs, and they're great putter discs in my opinion. So they do have a bead on the end. Some people, don't like beads, but I think it makes sense on this disc. It feels good in the hand. This plastic is real nice. Yeah, I really dig these. So I've been putting with them. Like I said, I throw approach shots with them, and then they're good for those shorter holes off the tee for just a straight shot, or you can even get them to hyzer or anhyzer too. They'll generally hold the line you put on them. So yeah, those are the putters, and that's it. That's all the discs in my bag. So be on the lookout for more Par Nation content. Yeah, I think that's about it. Like and subscribe.